Yeah, yeah. Got joy all day. Got joy all night. Got joy is the way. Got joy is the vibe. Got joy. Sa to long, that's got joy. Sa to short, that's got joy. Sheesh. Dippo to his back, got joy. That's got joy. That's got joy. Got joy. Got joy on them hoes. Got joy long. Got joy short. Market long. Market short. Got joy. That's got joy. Got joy. Baby got joy. Sato, that's a got joy. Bottom short, got joy. Top long, got joy. Got joy. That's got joy. Got joy. Got joy on them hoes. It got joy on the daily. I'm got joy if you pain me. Got joy if you hate me. Got joy. It got joy on the daily. I'm got joy. Got joy with me, baby. Got joy. Don't hate the player, hate the game. It got joy on the daily. I'm got joy. It's got joy, baby. Got joy. It's got joy, baby. Got joy. Got joy on them hoes. Got joy.
Let's go! It's too easy! Oh my goodness, that's mega juice! Hey! Let me get a little thing. Alright, let me go make some coffee real quick. I'm in my pajamas, but
Got joy. Got joy on them hoes. All we know is got joy. Got joy. All we know is got joy. Got joy. All we know is got joy. Got joy. Market makers. Yeah. Got joy. Got joy. Got joy on them hoes. Got joy long. Got joy short. Market long. Market short. Got joy. Market maker. Market smash. That's got joy. Got joy. Baby got joy.
alright, fuck it, let's just get a monster.
Got joy. Bottom short.
Good morning, y'all!
Got joy. Got joy. Got joy. Got joy.
I was in bed like all the way up to like 2 minutes ago, and then I was like, alright, should we do a quick little thing, and I came back down here.
Joy when I walk, it got joy when I talk, it got joy when I spend, it got joy when I win.
I said, are you strong? They said, I'm strong if you strong. And I said, we strong then.
When I hit, it got joy when
Let's
I win.
go! Lions, who juicing? Yeah,
I'm juicing.
yeah, yeah. A ka-cha! Shwiggity, 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 whoa! Yeah, yeah. Shwiggity, 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 whoa! All right, let me do. I got maybe like an hour before I got to go to brunch with baby girl, but. Joy on them daily. Joy if you're juicing. Hey! How we doing? Shwiggity, 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 whoa! Kimber gang, let's go! Kimber gang, let's go! Goddamn! Oh! Goddamn, yo! Ka-cha-ya! Ka-cha-ya! Kimber gang, let's go!
Gang math up, yeah, you know how we roll. Young kings push whips, paint dripping like gold.
Ka-cha-ya!
Yeah, we came from the cold.
Ka-cha-ya!
They just got the bankroll swole. If you talking that talk, better back it up. Cause the gang outside.
Ka-cha-ya!
From the block to the yacht, we be moving major. Got the streets on lock like we signed to a major.
Too easy! Shwiggity, 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 whoa! Oh my god, we got so lucky, chat. Trump coming through with the tweet. Oh my god, bud. Christmas in March, you dig?
Pull up like a Don wrist on Aquafine drip. Every move like chess.
Does anybody remember what my soul sizing was? Oh my god, we got away with it, chat. Oh my god, what? How many of y'all were here on Friday when I was like, I was like $2 away from getting stopped out? Oh. Yeah. Shwiggity, 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 whoa. Kachoya! Honestly, I'm just here to make sure I don't need to like TP anything. How we doing, Lions? Hey, the ETH is gonna be nuts, boy. Clap, y'all. Bugatti money, ho. You either know what you're doing or you don't. Shwiggity, 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 whoa. God damn, my boy. Who juicing? God damn, boy! Hoot you shit! Not my hands! I'm just swinging my body side to side! I'm not clapping my hands, y'all! I'm just twisting my body from side to side. Close your eyes and visualize. Let's go! Oh, we juicing like a motherfucker, boy! The juice is the juice, chat!
My hits, yeah, I paid the cost. Turn the lessons into sauce. From the dirt, yeah, I rose.
Who'd you say?
Staying close.
Let's go!
They tried to doubt.
Do you believe?
We just built, we paved the way. Now they watching, now they see. Juicing up, we breaking free. But we stay juicing.
Sing it with me, chat!
No time for losing, we rising up fast.
A kachuya!
But we stay juicing, catch joy. And we ain't never, ever falling back.
Let's get it, Lions! Who juicing? Lions, it's too easy! God damn, it's too easy, chat! The math is the math. And the juice is the juice!
They laughed at us, called us dreamers.
Man, they said we were dreaming!
Now they follow, now they believe us.
Now they wondering what the fuck happened, cause you're not prepared, ho! Let's get it, chat! Oh my god! Lions, do you believe? Months of planning.
No time for losing, we rise.
Let's go!
Up fast.
Shwiggity, shwiggity! It's a kachuya!
And we ain't never
Oh, now Bookmap is back. God damn, Bookmap! What the fuck?
juicing, baby.
What's it doing? Like using 90% of my fucking M4 Max chip? What the fuck? I've never seen Bookmap move that fast. Is this bitch showing market and limit orders on Bookmap or trying to decode nuclear codes, man? Lions, how we doing? Let me load up the chat. How we doing? First things first, you know I'm excited like a motherfucker, boy. You know I'm excited like a motherfucker, my boy. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing? All right, I'm pretty sure that people are freaking out. People are euphoric. Some people missed the long completely. Some people were able to chase it at 85, at 80, 82. I think the last time I checked, when I got the report from Nerd, we were looking at close to 600 lions. I think somewhere around 600 lions already in longs below 82,000. So round of applause for everybody. Level to level. All right. I mean, even it popped from 78,000 to 95,000, but it's pixel fucking a random number that we've had for weeks. 95,000, $12.50. The math is the math and the juice is the juice. What do you guys think, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let me just load up my thing, because I need to put some stop losses in profit, bro. I'm probably going to be able to look at the charts for maybe another hour, and then I am pretty busy for the day, so I got to make sure to get this squared away. All right, let me just load up the chat, too. Shout outs to Amalise. Thank you for the resub. Tequila. Thank you for the resub. Ill Skill, Pasco, maybe Band-Aid, Rippin, Aki, Quicks, and 123 Dave Brown. How is everybody doing, chat? Oh my God. Let's go. I mean, this is it. This is basically what we have been talking about for months, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with some December stuff. So again, we've been talking about this. Even the December stuff we've been talking about for the last couple weeks. But again, man, how many of y'all remember the 105 to 85 that we were talking about in December? All right. And then in January, we started to say, okay, it's probably going to go lower than 85, 82 because everybody and their fucking grandma is going to try to long it. Everybody with me so far? And, we were talking about it doesn't matter if it's 77. It doesn't matter if it's 78. It doesn't matter if it's 79. It doesn't matter if it's 85 that you're going to want to try to long. If we're aiming for 130, does it really matter? All right. And that's it. I mean, we got pretty lucky not getting stopped out on Sol on Friday. How many of y'all remember when I said, oh my God, I'm $2 away from getting stopped out?
You just said.
How many of y'all, do you guys remember how big my Sol long is? Do you guys remember how big my Sol long is? I said exactly what my size was. And it actually got bigger than what I had. God damn. First batch was 250,000. Exactly. So it's even more. You know how heavy I'm juicing on Sol right now, my boy? EU says, missed the Sol long. I don't know how you missed the Sol long. I was $2 away from getting stopped out. Kachuya! Look at Eth. Do you believe? Do you believe? You know how many people were like, dude, I don't think it's going to go down there. I mean, look at this. How long have we had this, chat? Crazy, my boy. All right. Any questions? Ew, are you good? Vadimo, are you good? Vane Thor says, is it still a buy? See, that's why I'm TPing a little bit and I'm putting my stop loss in profit because I know motherfucker's gonna try to smash top long this bitch. Mazik says, Kimba, so lots of times fully retraces big news candles. What do you think? Sounds like you missed the long. It's level by level. You see how I was looking for longs even before Trump announced the Federal Reserve, the Bitcoin Reserve? I'm just taking it level by level. Like I just said 5 minutes ago, do you think I'm surprised that it's pixel fucking at $95,012.50? That it's pixel fucking $94,357.40? How? I'm just going level by level, man. And when it gets to a level of interest, I'm going to take a look if it's bullish or bearish. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, though. I've been here so many times, ladies and gentlemen, that based off of how confident or how adamant somebody is, I can kind of tell what's going on with your position.
Shout out Kimba.
You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
If
Kimba,
somebody
what's
is
poppin'?
really, really adamant about it pulling back, it's not really about a pullback. You missed the long. It's the same shit every single time with human psychology. So what I would say is whether you closed your long too early, whether you got stopped out on the short, whether you missed the long completely, the way that you're going to react is going to be very indicative of what happened to you. So what I would just say is, I mean, Nerd is probably harvesting the fuck out of sentiment analysis right now. You know, unless you're very, very self-aware, the knee-jerk reaction, the first reaction that you have to all of this is going to make it very obvious on what happened to you, right? Would that be fair to say? You know, there's motherfuckers chatting all over the place on crypto streams, on Twitter, on Discords, on Telegrams. You guys understand that the easiest thing to harvest right now is everybody's reactions, and that will be indicative of what we should do next. I mean, would you guys agree with me that the initial reaction that everybody has is the real organic reaction? What the fuck? Why is it pumping so much? So you weren't bullish as much as we were. Oh, I closed my long too early. Oh, so you weren't as bullish. But ladies and gentlemen, there is no right or wrong.
You just said.
Alrighty? Just execute your plans, ladies and gentlemen. You know what my thing is? I mean, I have my TP. You dig? We know where the TPs are on these longs. You heard? Let's get all the way back there, man. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Can it get back above? Can it get back above, chat? That's all it is. That's as simple as it is, man. Half Yeet says out season. Yes, sir. I mean, how many of y'all remember for the last couple months, what was the thing that we were doing with altcoins? Chat. Did we not say that we're okay to take longs and we're just going to front run the March FOMC? Yeah, so for this to work, I need FOMC rate cut now. You know what I mean? I need FOMC rate cut. All we're doing with these altcoins is we're front running the FOMC rate cut, right? That's what we've been talking about all year, I would say. Yeah? So, how we doing? Any questions? Futi says, if we don't get rate cuts, then we resort to our next plan. Are you caught up? So this is what I would say, Fufu, is a lot of the ways that I think is months of preparation, right? Like if you kind of think about how we've been talking about this since really like November, October, we were looking for the 105 to 85 pullback, right? And we wanted a long 85. That was December. So if you want to know the 105 to 85 narrative, then you want to get caught up on the December highlights. Alrighty. If you don't know why we started to aim for lower than 85, then you want to watch the January highlights. And then the February highlights, like for example, end of January, we were already talking about February should be bearish. Alrighty. And then February, it's really just all about, I don't think we should long 85 anymore. It's probably going to go lower because everybody and their grandma's going to try to long 85, 82. Let's wait for them to get stopped out and then we go in. And that's it. That's the higher time frame plan that we've all been sticking to and anticipating the whole time. So that's the sort of thesis. Right? Everybody with me so far? Any questions on that thesis? OGs and veterans, you with me? Lion Cubs have been with me since December, you with me? So that's it. That's always been the thesis. That has never changed. And hopefully everybody is with me on that. You good 60 says yep, please. Ben says PSG, maybe Band-Aid with a salute, right? With me so far? You Gucci, let me. Juice says bullish first week of March. Yeah, and I mean we were even at a point where we thought the first week of March could be bearish, but yeah, then we changed to bullish. Omarzo says, Kimba Coiner told us that when you said you were having deja vu last week, it was in reference to last summer when the same thing ended up happening with Incomplete. Yeah, Omarzo, I don't know if you were here for the end of the stream on Friday, but this is RTH, right? You can hear me go, wow, this is kind of like deja vu. Yeah, so pretty straightforward, right? And I mean, like, it's how you guys know this. Dip the tip. If you're gonna go to the other side, then what would you have done? You would have spent time here, right? So literally, you guys had an opportunity, like a 30-minute, 15-minute pop quiz. Do you really know what you're doing? Yeah, so watch the end of the Friday stream, Omarzo. I kind of gave you guys, like, literally what you should do. This is RTH. Sounds good? So what's the probability? What is it gonna do if it's gonna close the whole thing? What is it gonna do? It's just math, right? Marzo says that makes so much more sense. I was here for Friday end of stream, but didn't understand fully. Yeah, so this is RTH. So when RTH opens like this, right on the gap, what does it have to do to try to fill the other side? If it dips the tip, so it opens and then it gets out, well, then what does it mean? A bunch of you guys were smart enough to long right there, which is pretty cool. Yeah. But basically, Omarzo, I think what CoinNerd is saying is we've been here many times. And, it's just usually what happens is the lions that have already experienced this, they're able to learn and improve. Ifilion says, yeah, Marcus smashed 82K long. Yeah, a bunch of you guys Marcus smashed long here, which is good shit. Yeah, but basically I think what CoinNerd is hinting at, Omarzo, is it's cyclic. you have people that are prepared and they have had their own experience with these things. So they're a little bit more vetted, right? And then you have the lion cubs that are new or they haven't experienced this before, and they're going to start coping, right? So everybody is going to be like, oh, maybe we can get gap fill. Oh, maybe we can get this. Maybe we can get that. And their mind is going to start to cope, right? So it's just one of those things where you get volatility, and you get the normal groups of people, you know, you like, let's say volatility happens, right? Vola, right? And that will always create these groups. All right. Like people that got filled. Okay. People that got filled. Okay. People that missed. Right. And then in the group that like people that missed, there's lions that have no idea what they're doing. And they're just copy trading or waiting for people to hold their hand. There's people that were wrong, you know, like completely wrong. Like they thought we were going to go to like 67, you know. And then there's people that are just like coping. Cope. Yeah, so this is usually about 10 to 15%. This is usually about 60 to 70%. And by the way, this is all like statistics, so don't get mad at me. And then this is anywhere from like 20 to 20 to 30. You know, depending on what these other ones are. So it's just normal, brother. It's pretty normal. Yeah, but
You just said.
Any questions? RN cases, why did your gap levels change? They haven't changed. Make sure you watch the Friday highlights, Thursday highlights, RNK. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen? LTNG says, you said I'm thinking long at Monday. Uh-oh. You just said. LTNG, you gotta learn. Any other questions? I was already filled on Sol and ETH on Friday. Were you not paying attention? But that's okay. I mean, focus on the fact that you don't know what you're doing and try to figure out how you can improve, brother. I think for you, the biggest thing that you either couldn't remember or you didn't understand when I said this is you opened right on CME gap. So I don't know how. I mean, it must be that you just don't know how gaps work. But if you don't spend time in here and it's a gap fill and go, this is like textbook. So if you want to kind of learn how to do this, I can cover it again. But when you have your first 30-minute RTH candle open and it dips out, that is an automatic long. We've been doing this for quite some time now, maybe a couple of months. Yeah, but if you missed that, that's okay. Just make sure that you don't fuck up next time. Sounds Gucci? Baked Potato, how you doing? God damn, boy. Lions, I'm gonna be honest, I might be going to Hawaii again. Any questions? Mehdi says, I did understand that Friday RTH was bullish, but was sitting in my short from higher and thought we'd eventually fill the gap next week. Well, that's okay. So if you were, Mehdi, let me read your question again. Medi says, I did understand that Friday RTH was bullish, no doubt, but was sitting in my short from higher and thought we'd eventually fill the gap next week. Yeah, I mean, at some point though, right? Whether it was yesterday or today, you had to be like, okay, it's not going to go back down, right? So it just, it just depends on where you are. Obviously, we had Trump talking about the Federal Reserve and the Bitcoin Reserve. So, that's an additional external variables. All right. Any other questions? Pretty good. Did you guys get caught up on the Discord posts? How we doing? Exo says, you said no more Hawaii. Oh, yeah. Cytilic says, Coiner, guessed that already. Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, you can kind of do the math. How much am I up on Sol right now? You dig? Hey, how we doing, Jack? We're playing with me, Jack. Achaya! All right. All right, so let me get some questions. So how y'all doing, though? How's everybody's weekend, man? God damn, boy! God damn! All right, so any other questions? Pretty straightforward, right, chat? What do you guys think?
One thing,
Whatever 98764 says, what are the next levels? These levels haven't changed for months. So screenshot if you need to. But what do you mean? What do you mean? What are the next levels? Whatever 98. This is it. Look at this. You can't tell me. Make sure you guys get caught up on the sort of like the highlights, Brother, we've been talking about this for weeks and months. Kachuya! Jupiter says, all my losses so far have come from abandoning objectivity and holding on to the what if hope. Hey, Jupiter, that's beautiful, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Chameleon says music. Let's play some music, man. Hey, I'm gonna go juice up. I mean, let us up. I haven't let us up, man. Let me get that breakfast Latuche in. Robert, you good? Any questions, Robert? Hey, who juicing, chat? Who juicing? All right, so look. If you're in a long from the 80s, okay, if your long starts with an 8, I'm not too worried about you. All right, everybody good? What about people that completely missed the longs? Anybody completely missed the long? Dick Flex says, crazy how you pixeled it again. Yes, Dick Flex. There's some people that are like, oh my God, you got it pixel perfect. And then there's the Lion Cubs that are like, wait, I thought gap fill? I thought you wanted the whole gap fill? Mojo says 90% missed the long. Make sure you look at the Discord stats. We have about 685. I can't remember the exact data, but did you see the Discord post from Friday from Nerd Mojo? Like 600 Kimba Gang Lions are in longs from 81,000. Not too bad. Did you see the statistics that Nerd shared on Friday, Mojo Michael? Make sure you're in the Discord so you don't miss out on stuff like that, all right? Yeah, but I mean, just on MEXC and Blowfin, it was like 600 something on Friday. So I don't know how many people like closed their longs already. Yeah. Dick Flex is nah, brother. I listened to you the whole time. That's why I know you pixel preparation meets opportunity for sure. Yeah. I mean, I've been the one that's been talking about longing 85 since December. And then I'm the one that said I'm going to wait for a little bit lower than 82 because everyone and their fucking moms is longing 85, 82. And I'm the one that said I don't care if it's 77, 72, I'm longing that hoe. So if you are subconsciously as bullish as I am, then you're not tripping about like, a gap fill, like it would be pretty. I mean, if you're somebody that's like, oh, I missed the long by $800, you're not as bullish as I am. Facts. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, do you really know what you're doing? And what have I been saying for the last couple weeks, Flexi? One of the two biggest points that I've been trying to make is, one, I'm never going to be able to adjust your subconscious. So if you're more bullish than I am, or if you're not as bullish as I am, or if you're bearish, more bearish, then you're never going to, it's never going to work. Your subconscious is always going to make you wait or always want you to. A lot of times, people that don't know what they're doing, to mitigate risk, they want the best possible entry. And that fucks them up even more, right? How many people or how many lion cubs, like honestly, don't really know what you're doing yet? You don't really know if you should be longing. If you don't really know if that edge is really there, and you're even more confused because I'm not streaming. So you're sitting there, oh, well, he said this, but he said this, and then he's, fuck, what should I do? Right? And you're basically, the only thing you have to fight on the battlefield of Liquania is what I said, or what your brain remembers what I said, and that's it. You don't know how to read data. You haven't been preparing for months and months like me. And so really your only risk management is to try and get the best long or short entry so you can minimize your loss in case you're wrong. Know what I mean?
You just said.
And since you're trying to be patient or trying to mitigate risk because you don't know what you're doing, and you're going off of the last thing that I said because you don't know how to read data or you don't have that much experience, you get left behind. So, if you really think about the last couple weeks, what have I been saying? I'm never going to be able to convince your subconscious. So if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. When the bullets start flying, that's the real you. You can pretend like you know what you're doing. You can pretend like you're prepared. But when the bullets start flying, the real you will always show up. All right? And you always need to have a plan A, plan B, and plan C. I would really sincerely hope that everyone had okay, what if there is no full gap fill? If you didn't have okay, there's a chance that it's not going to completely gap fill. How am I going to chase it? From where to where am I going to allow myself to chase this? Right? Everything that we've been talking about for the last couple weeks. You had an opportunity to prove it to yourself if you were actually doing those things or if you weren't. And I think a lot of people, depending on, what the problem was, maybe they just didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Or maybe, to the best of their ability is to just repeat what other people say. Some people might have a self-honest reaction and be like, oh my God, I didn't have a plan B, plan C. Oh my God, I didn't have a plan on if it goes above this, like I need to market smash here, right? And it really just goes back to your subconscious bias. I've been wanting to long 85, 77, 82 since December. And I've been talking about front-running FOMC rate cuts since October. So for me, it's not that hard to, stick to my guns and wait for the ETH SFP and then take the long. It's not really that hard for me to have a plan like this. You know what I mean? You guys have been here with me for weeks when I was talking about 140 Sol. So it just comes down to what you believe and what you know. And hopefully, I'm not talking about you guys, but 80% of retail, maybe even 90, will, fuck up. They won't be self-honest. They won't be objective. They won't be able to figure out exactly what they did wrong. They'll probably they'll do some shit like, oh, I need to have a break. I need to take a break. I missed the long. I fucked it up. I shorted too early. I closed my long too early. Blah, blah, blah. I need to take a break. Most of 90 to 95% of retail, that's how they're going to react, right? What you want to do is think about what would the small majority of successful and the right mindset people do? So what is it that you can do better next time? And the thing is the 600 or 700 lions that took the long around 81, 82, 83, they are able to juice off of that because they were able to get better and be self-honest the last time they missed the long or short. So, everybody has an opportunity to get better and juice. And so let's use this opportunity to juice the fuck up, be self-honest, and improve, chat. You guys excited for next week? Or this week and this month? This is March what? March 2nd? Oh, shit. Y'all excited? All right, let me load up the chat. Dick Flex says, yes, sir, heard that. Also, you're 100% right. I try to not have any emotions on trading. It's hard, but I try to trade what I see and not what I expect. There you go, Flex. Flexi, you're fucking killing it, my boy. You understand? You understand, Flexi? You're doing fantastic. Even the mentality is as healthy as can be, brother. Yeah, there's a bunch of motherfuckers right now freaking out because they missed the long or they got wrecked somehow, some way. And there's going to be projection and they're going to be blaming and they're going to lie to themselves and they will completely miss out on the opportunity to improve and get better. Yeah, and I would hope at this point, for example, Flexi, if you look at a scenario and you go, what the fuck, what happened? Then you weren't prepared, right? So, I would think the most common sort of question now is, how far could this pull back? Would that be correct to assume? Ladies and gentlemen, how many people wondering, Kimba, where can I get into long again? Or, Kimba, I'm in 82 long, but how far could this pull back? And where should I put my stop loss and profit? That should be an easy answer already. Chat, if you're in a long from 82, 81, 83, 84, I don't give a shit where your long is. But you want to maximize profits, where the fuck should your stop loss and profit start? If you're already in a long and you want to maximize profits, where should your stop loss start? If you haven't been shaving. You also have confluence with single prints. Y'all Gucci? How many people waiting for RTH and ETH and you have a pretty good preparation on how to play it? But chat, for those of you that have been with me, okay? For those of you that have been with me since motherfucking December, what do you think about all this? You guys see what I'm talking about? Okay? Even down to the retail reaction right now. Did we not plan for this? Go back to December, ladies and gentlemen, right? Do you feel like we left behind a lot of people that wanted a long? Do you feel like that the reaction was really, really fast? Chat. Do you feel like hella people wanted to long 85, 82, but then all those people that longed at 85, 82 got left behind talking about full gap fill? We talked about all that shit. A kachoya. So let's get it. We were already ready, ladies and gentlemen. Any questions? XCOG, you good? Googs, you good? Flexi, you good? Submope, you good? Akachoya! Twitch and Greg says, following fib rules you mentioned months ago, help me grab some juicy longs on alts. Let's go, Greg. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, a bunch of you guys are juicing the fuck up, whether it's the Sol or ETH or Biddy or whatever. So I'm not really worried about you guys, you know, because I was already worried about you guys 6 months ago, and you guys are juicing now. Whatever 98764 says, when Hawaii, I don't know, man. Maybe like end of March. Yeah. I'll probably start spending some of this money, to be honest, keep the American economy going. Burbeezy says, much love, Kimba. Thanks for everything. It's my pleasure. Thank you. Let's get it. David Steele says, another sign most people missed is that funding rates finally. Yeah, did you see the statistic Coiner posted, David Steele? Yeah, I don't know how many longs are still open, but like, I don't know, 500 to 700 lions were already in long from like 78 to 82 on Friday. So, yeah, I think we did pretty good. Kay says, what did you do to your mic? Nothing. Does it sound better or sounds crisp? Well, it's because I have the travel mic. Yeah, but still laptop stream. Mr. Mooncake gifted 10 subs. Let's go. Let's go. Akachoya. Let's go. Hey, Mooncake, any questions, my guy? You good? Let me know if you have any questions, Mooncake. GG Grenade. All right. Any questions? Mooncake says 1 month here and we juicing. Let's go. Let's go. The mic is hella good. That's awesome. I'm gonna be setting up my computer like on Thursday. So hopefully like Thursday or Friday we can be back on the computer stream. Waz with a Z says, today was one of those days where you look at your P&L and you burst out crying. Hey, I just want to say thank you, Kimba. Thank you for everything. It's my pleasure, Waz. I did the same thing. I woke up to go take a piss, right? And like I don't know if you were in the Discord, but like you can see like when my online status went green, right? So I'm in bed, I go take a piss, I look at my phone to see what time it is, and I see a bunch of alerts. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, and then I go, I'm laying in bed and I'm looking at everything and I see that Trump tweeted all that shit, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, all right, guys, should we start the stream? And a bunch of you guys will do it. And so I rolled out of bed, came downstairs, and booted up the stream, baby. I got joy! Yeah, Waz, do you remember how big I said my soul position was? And do you remember what my average entry was? Tell me how much I'm up on soul. Roughly. Let's get it, my boy. Everybody juicing, boy. Yeah. I wish I got a little bit more filled on ETH, I'm not gonna lie, but I have a pretty nice position on ETH as well, so juice. Let's get it. Alrighty. Any questions? And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we've been here before, all right? But most people, like institutions, you know, like Nerd that are on right now, they're harvesting the sentiment analysis. So if you're waking up and you're just seeing this and, you know, you want to, type something into chat, you want to say something in the Discord, right? Whether it's my Twitch stream, another Discord, another Telegram, what you say, your first 3 to 5 seconds is going to be very indicative of your position. All right? So don't make it so obvious that you missed the long or you got stopped out on your short. Oh, let's go. It's too easy. Let's go, RNK. Detroit, your CME top gap level was 81210 before Thursday. Yeah, just get caught up if you missed it. Rewatch the stream. Because I think you're like the 10th or 20th person to ask, RNK. Sounds good. So yeah, we beat that to death, obviously. So make sure you just get caught up. Sounds good. RNK, if you can't find it, let me know. All right. But as you can probably imagine, I mean, like 5 people asked immediately when we were changing it.
Let's get it. Kimber was popping.
All right. Always Long is already giving you a little shortcut. CME gap filled on adjusted contracts. Yes. Let's go. Let's get caught up, boy. Laughing Grass. Let's go. Any questions? You good? Any other questions? Let's go. Orts, let's go. Swoop, let's go. That boy Mara says, do you know why they choose Sol, ADA, and XRP for reserve? Market cap, probably. They are all scam or meme chained to me. Yeah, but that's to you. Who gives a shit what you think? Right? What does the Federal Reserve think? Have you been reading what the Federal Reserve has been talking about for the last couple months? Yeah, so, I mean, what I would say is, one, who gives a shit what you think? And 2, have you been prepared? Have you been reading what the Federal Reserve have been saying? Do you know who votes for from the Congress and Senate side, who the majority leaders are, and which politicians need to vote to pass what? And have you been following those politicians and their views? Do you know if the vote will pass or not? Right? Like, those are the things that will help you juice, right? Not what you think. So, I mean, those are like just basic fundamental things, right? Like that we've been following. Now, if you haven't been doing that, you need to really look yourself in the mirror and, say to yourself, how is it that in the last 5 months, I haven't been able to think about these things? Right? So, presidents can't just do shit. He needs things like a congressional vote. Okay? You can tell who has power and who doesn't on the Congress side. Right? And which sort of politician will be influential. And if that person votes yes or no, who else is going to vote yes or no? And so there's very specific politicians that you want to be paying attention to kind of get the sentiment analysis, right? Does that make sense? I mean, I think that's common sense, right? And so who gives a shit what you think? You just need to be aware of what all the politicians that have the influential votes are thinking, right? And as long as you're doing that, then you're good to go. If you haven't been doing that, then I think you need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why is it that other people can think about these things, but I can't? Because that's the competitive edge that's going to make you successful in trading or not. Sounds good? Any other questions? Let's go. These are all things that we've been talking about for months. And so, that's why you want to stay up to date on the highlights every day. I might say something one day and we might not say it again for 6 months, but I'm expecting you to have known that I said that. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's go. Akachuya. But yeah, just understand that what you think, nobody gives a fuck. Right? So don't put too much emphasis into what you think is the point. Right? Like nobody is like, you know, politicians are making decisions on based off of what you think. So sounds good. I don't know, like if you're an American, but think about like every single political decision that we've made in America. There's always like retail thinking, no, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. But it's all up to Congress. Sounds good? Dad says it's gonna be fun when Jerome speaks on Friday after this. Oh yeah, and I mean, let's talk about FOMC, my boy. Hey, let's go Lions! Hoot your shit! Lions, I'm not clapping. I'm twisting my body from side to side. Think about it. Not my hands! Exclamation, not my hands! Akachuya! Hurt you, sin!
I've been grinding all night, took some L's, but I still rise. Never fold, never break. Learn the game, now we on the take.
Akachuya!
Time we put in the work, stacking that wisdom, no longer hurt. Now they watching, now they see.
I see you, Nate!
Listen up, we break it.
We juicing, Nate!
We stay juicing, catch ya.
Akachuya!
No time for losing, we rising up fast.
Pixel perfect preparation, chat. We can't lose.
Catch ya.
It's too easy, Lions.
We ain't never, ever falling back. Took my hits, yeah, I paid the cost. Turned the lessons into sauce.
Any questions? Exclamation prepared.
The vision staying close. They tried to doubt, they tried to play, but we just built, we paved the way. Now they watching.
Nate, let's go, Nate. Who'd you sin?
We breaking free, but we stay juicing. Catch ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, useless lines.
Time for losing, we rising up fast.
Useless lines in the building.
Juicing, catch ya. And we ain't never, ever falling back.
Let's go. The math is the math, chat. Do you believe?
They laughed at us, called us dreamers.
My main name says, are you sticking around for the RTH gap? What do you mean? RTH gap is tomorrow. You mean ETH?
They believe us.
No, probably not. I gotta go to brunch and do furniture shopping today.
Oh, snapped in the
Exo Lion says, thanks for popping on the stream, man. Let's go, Exo Lion! Exo Lion, any questions?
For losing,
Exo, let's go, Exo!
up fast.
Exclamation, ask a question, let's go!
Catch ya.
Akachuya!
And we ain't never, ever falling back.
Let's go!
Listen, baby.
Omarzo says, Kimba, what kind of furniture do you like? What do you mean? It doesn't matter what I like, bro. It's whatever baby girl likes. Am I right? I mean, I'm more of like a modern minimalist. Like every time that I tell baby girl what kind of setup I want, I always say, think of like a modern Batman, you know? Or like also what I also like to say is like a futuristic samurai minimalist. So I really like a lot of like Asian space design philosophy, you know, like feng shui shit. Yeah, most of you guys probably weren't here when I like showed you guys like my closet and bedroom and shit like that, but it's like modern minimalist. Yeah, let me tell you this. I am a VIP customer at Roche Boboy. So you know you have to spend at least $500,000 to get that VIP card, right? So yeah. But yeah, furniture shopping is not up to me, man. I'm just there to say yes, yes, yes. Any questions, chat? How we doing, man? Hey, I just rolled out of bed. I just put some stop losses in profit for the Sol and ETH, and then when baby girl wakes up, I gotta go to brunch. But any questions? Any other questions, y'all? How y'all doing? Let's get it, man. Turn it up. Turn this shit up.
Yeah.
Ka-choy.
Ka-choy all day.
Prepared.
Ka-choy all night.
We mathin'.
Ka-choy is the way.
All right, I want to give away at least $250,000.
Ka-choy is the vibe. Ka-choy. Sato long, that's ka-choy. Sato short, that's ka-choy. Sheesh. Dippo to his bag, ka-choy. That's ka-choy. That's ka-choy. Ka-choy. Ka-choy on them hoes.
Ka-choy on them hoes.
Ka-choy long.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. You know what? That's a little bit too much. Let me start with 150.
Ka-choy. That's ka-choy.
So I'm actually gonna go buy a watch today.
Baby ka-choy. Sato, that's a ka-choy. I'm short ka-choy. Top
Let's
line,
go!
ka-choy. That's ka-choy. Ka-choy.
Ka-choy!
On them hoes.
Ka-choy on them hoes. Let's go. Ka-choy. Ka-choy.
Ka-choy if you pay me.
Too easy.
Ka-choy
It's gotta be
if you pay
testnet.
me.
It's gotta be testnet.
Ka-choy on the daily.
Testicles so big.
Ka-choy
I need a
on the
test
baby.
net.
Ka-choy.
Ka-choy.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
On the daily.
Don't be mad at me, Mario.
Ka-choy.
Let's go.
It's ka-choy, baby.
Ka-choy.
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 It's ka-choy, baby.
Ka-choy. Ka-choy.
Ka-choy. Ka-choy on them hoes.
Let's go.
Ka-choy long. Ka-choy short.
Mario says, I am so mad. Hey, don't get mad. Get math. Come on.
It's ka-choy. Ka-choy. Baby ka-choy.
Mario, you know what we always say?
It's a ka-choy.
Losing a trade, all right. Losing money,
Ka-choy.
acceptable. Losing yourself,
Ka-choy on them hoes.
never that.
All we know is ka-choy. Ka-choy.
Ka-choy.
All we know is ka-choy.
Ka-choy.
All we know is ka-choy.
Ka-choy.
Market
Bugatti.
makers.
Yeah, yeah, too easy. Pixel perfect, ho. A pixel perfect, ho. A useless lines, ho. A useless lines, ho. Come on.
Ka-choy short. Market long.
Market long.
Market short.
Market short.
Ka-choy.
Ka-choy.
Market maker, market smash. That's ka-choy.
Exclamation giveaway, let's go. Too easy.
Sato, that's a ka-choy.
Sato.
Bottom short, ka-choy. Top long, ka-choy.
Ka-choy.
That's ka-choy. Ka-choy.
Let's go.
Ka-choy on them hoes.
Let's go.
Ka-choy on them hoes.
Let's go.
I ka-choy all day, all night.
Okay.
Ka-choy when I walk, it ka-choy when I talk, it ka-choy when I spend, it
Let's go.
ka-choy when I win.
Let's go.
At any cost, cut joy like a boss. Cut joy when I hit, cut joy when I win.
Akachoya! Let's get it, chat. Juicy Maguchi. Remember, Mario, don't get mad, get math, my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, any questions before I head out for a little brunch? How we doing, Lions? Talk to me. Let's go, Pog Hunter. Crypto Jimmy, let's go. Let's go. When I juice, y'all juice. Todot says, fun to see you still going strong. Todots, let's go, man. Quit playing with me, man. I'm unstoppable, baby. Vidine says, thanks for stopping by. It's my pleasure. Most of you guys didn't need me to hop in, but like I said, I woke up. I popped into Discord. I said, should we start a little thang? And I'm going to be furniture shopping and hanging out with baby girl all day. So I wanted to put some stop loss and profit, especially for the Sol and ETH. You dig? And then, I needed to come in and figure out how many people were talking about, is it too late to long? I basically need to see how many people are saying, is it too late to long? And wait, what about full gap fill? Based on how many people are saying that, I can tell if my long is good or not, right? Facts, math, data is the data. Kachoy. Raf Z is asking, do I have to sign up for all the exchanges? You do not. But I'm going to make sure that everybody wins at least once on every single exchange. So, for example, Rafs, if you don't sign up for Blowfin, and then on Tuesday I say, hey, we're gonna do a $20,000 giveaway on Blowfin. Well, you're not gonna. It's like impossible for you to participate, right? Even if you type exclamation giveaway, your name won't show up. Yeah, but don't sign up for an exchange that you've already signed up on, because you're gonna get flagged on both and you're gonna fuck yourself. Yeah, because if you're making multiple accounts, you're not going to get anything. So, and once you get flagged on one exchange, you're going to get flagged on all of them. So, all right. Let's go. Any questions? Tazeru says, dot valid or still expecting lower? I would just get caught up, Tazeru. Yes. What I would do if I were you, Tazaru, is start with the highlights from December. Tazaru. Okay. Does anybody need a recap, or is everybody good to go? Does anybody need a recap? A quick little recap? I'm just poking my head in here so that I can put my stop loss and profit for Sol and ETH. But I don't really look at the charts over the weekend. So obviously today was a little bit of an extraneous circumstance with Trump tweeting all of those things, and so oh, bon dia. Come here and give me a kiss real quick. Oh, look at you. Why you look so good? You want to go?
Go to work out.
You what? Where? You gonna go to the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to eat?
I will eat.
Okay.
You want to go eat? And then I can go. If you want to go with me to the gym.
No, if you're gonna go to the gym, then I'm gonna keep doing this.
But you want to go eat?
Yeah, I can go eat. I already prepared for some brunch action.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a kiss.
What
Okay.
time?
20 minutes?
Okay.
Okay, I love you. Santa, what's going on? Omarzo says, going to juice today and nerd out. I would love a recap to freshen my senses. Nacho says, I love when you show up on Sundays. I never miss it. Thank you, baby girl. Yeah. Well, let's head out to brunch, and maybe I'll poke my head in a little bit later. If she's gonna go work out, maybe I can pop back in after brunch. Maybe I'll just leave this like this, huh? Should I just leave it like this for a little bit, chat? And then maybe pop back in? Okay, who needs a quick little recap? Bobby Joe says, I'm a baby lion. I'm not mad that I missed the long. Yeah, I mean, you can't because, like, you're already emotionally compromised, right? And you would have gotten got at that point. The whole point of a quick move on a weekend is to get people emotionally compromised so that they can fuck up on Monday. Yeah, so that's beautiful, Bobby Joe. What I always say is, you know, losing a little bit of money, I can work with that. I can help you fix that. Losing a trade, you know, we can work on that. But losing yourself is on you. Like, if you plan on being in this game, you have to be honest. Like, do you think you're going to be able to get in on every single juicy long and juicy short? Are you going to fuck up, you know, in the future? Are you going to make a mistake? Right? So you need to have a protocol on how to corral everything, you know, your emotions, your focus, your attention, your energy, and still be able to proceed with the price action. So like if anybody is, you know, thinking to themselves, oh my God, what the fuck, you know, and they're emotionally compromised, they're gonna fuck up Monday and Tuesday. I guarantee it. Very high probability. Yeah. Bobby Joe says, I didn't know what dip the tip and rip means. Yes. Yeah. That's why we have a song called Dip the Tip, and we won record of the year for the LGBTQ awards. Right. But yeah, it's, you know, that's why I always say, I don't know what you don't know. Yeah. But Bobby Joe, I don't know if you're in the Discord. I don't know if you saw what Coiner was posting, the statistics for the exchanges, but we have like 600 lions that longed, you know, somewhere between 80 and 82,000, right? So all of those lions that got filled on a long on Friday and like Friday night, they missed this the last time. You know, and they were able to learn. Yeah, so you can go to PSG or Discord, and any of the OGs and veterans can tell you, but when you open on a RTH gap, okay, the first 30 minutes is really crucial, because if the first 30 minute, okay, it dips and then it gets above the open, and then I'm not even talking about CME gap being the confluence, but if it gets back above on the open on the first 30 minute, that's a long. And we have talked about this for months and weeks. Yeah, so you're always going to have an opportunity to test yourself and see what you know and what you don't. And if you can stay emotionally compromised and extract value from seeing something like this, then you juice the fuck up. All right. Like 5-6 months ago, we had like a $5,000 gap and people were crying about it and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, oh, like, is it going to gap fill? Like, yeah. So, you know, these things happen a lot, Bobby. The only thing that you have to do is just learn and improve and make sure that you can do better next time. Yeah, but for you to already be able to be self-aware and say that you're not emotionally compromised, you're already winning. Yeah, so good shit. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Crypto Jamie says, how can I find out if I am not eligible for contest? You should know. As long as you haven't like signed up for multiple accounts, you follow the YouTube, you follow the Twitter, you're in the Discord, you've connected all of your accounts to the Discord, you use the referral link, you should be good to go, Crypto Jammy. I5207418M. Wow, what a name. I started stressing after seeing the CME gap like this for the first time, and you said if it's your first time, then sit back and learn. This is my 23rd, so I'm waiting for the jump, but I'm not stressing. Nice, very nice. Yes. Kisoric says, to be honest, thanks to Coiner talking about it in Discord. Yeah, you always want to be in Discord. I didn't know that being in the ETH gap, opening RTH above the gap gives us a possibility for a dip the tip play. Yes. Yeah, that's why I was saying on Friday, it feels like deja vu. It felt exactly like that $5,000 gap from the summer. Yep. Half Ye says, Kimba, I got banned from Discord for posting too many copy pastas. That's okay. You might DM CoinNerd and see if he bans you. Yeah, but a lot of the Discord stuff is going to be like kind of automated moving forward, so be careful. There's a reason why we're the one of 3 crypto-related Discord communities that has the prestigious Discord partner status. So, whether it's our stream or whether it's our Discord, it's not the typical crypto stream or crypto Discord community, if you've kind of figured it out. Yep. Yeah. So I think there's a thing called contextual post and a useless post ratio. So if you post like TA and you have like good, helpful content, then it's going to boost up your sentiment score. If you're like a negative person, or if you're just there to kind of distract people with memes, it's going to lower you quite a bit. And if you pass your threshold, it'll just boot you. Yeah, the Discord will think this person posts 0 value. Let's get him out of here. Yeah, so just be careful. But he should get you back in. All right. Raf says, I think I've got everything done, ready for the giveaway. Nice. The only thing is you're a lion cub, so you need to stick around for 3 to 4 more months. Yeah, and make sure you don't get timed out and banned in the next 3 to 4 months. All right, yeah, because it prioritizes seniority. So do your best and make sure that you're around. Sounds good, Rafsy? Prove that you deserve it, brother. One Hand Project says, got that perfect 79600 entry. Happy with the wins. Let's go. 2 weeks prep paid out. Thanks to you, Kimba. It's my pleasure. Yeah, like just, like whether it's in life, right? Like people that are successful and, like me, like just vacationing in Hawaii every other month, we're not really complaining and crying, right? But the people that might be struggling paycheck to paycheck, or, they're having, they're struggling to feed their families, or they're struggling to find work. Those are the people that you see on Fox News or CNN bitching and complaining, right? Yeah, like there's hundreds of you guys, 600. I don't know how many people you guys shaved, but there's a bunch of you guys. Most of you guys are already in longs and juicing. So like I said in the very beginning, I'm not really worried about you guys. It's the, small minority that I think missed out on the long, or, don't really, have a lot to learn. Those are the ones that I'm worried about and I want to help, you know, but most of you guys are in a long and juicing and, you know, have been paying attention. So, yeah. Yeah. Everybody that's going to be saying something or has something to say is going to be people that, you know, miss the long mostly, right? Whether it's here or in any sort of chat. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about most of you guys. Most of you guys are in longs, it looks like, and juicing. So it's the ones that miss the long or, you know, can do the improving that I want to help. So Reptilian says, after a week of waking up early for RTH, I slept in on Friday and missed the move. That's okay, Reptilian, but also, most of the people that got into longs got into the long like during the day and at Friday night. So I've been saying this for a couple of months now, every day, multiple times. You need to have a plan A, plan B, and plan C. There were a bunch of you guys asking me about, should I just long 85? And I said, sure. Right? So how many of you guys need a quick little recap? You guys want to do a quick little recap? Make sure you guys get caught up on the December highlights. Okay? Because this is something that we've been talking about since December. All right? And if you really want to know what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, then don't cheat yourself and lie to yourself, and make sure that you never miss a daily highlight. Never miss a stream. You know, the one stream or the one highlight that you decide to skip might have something that ends up biting you in the ass 3 months later. And that is why at the end of the day, it's not going to matter what anybody else is doing or thinking. It's going to be up to what you think and what you're planning and preparing to do. All right. So let's do a quick little recap. All of December. All right. Make sure you guys get caught up on the highlights. All of December, we were talking about a 105. Think about this. All of December, we were talking about a 105 to 85 rotation. And we said, we want to long this, we want to long this, we want to long this, we want it to go down, we want it to go down. All right, so all of December, we were already talking about 105 to 85. Okay, January, we start to understand that it's building too much value in different places. And instead of longing 82, 85, we started to understand everyone and their fucking grandma wants to long 82, 85. So we want it to go even lower. And not only do we want it to go lower, we want all the longs to get stopped out. We want all the longs to get left behind. And it would be great to even get some shorts trapped, right? Now, if we're going to be looking for 85, 82 to get lost, then we have things like CME gap, equilibrium, 0.5, lots of different things that we can look for. But we're not, regardless of if it's 80, 78, 77, 74, 72, we're not afraid to long. So I'm already longing. I want to long. I've been wanting to long when it nukes from 105. All right. And then end of January, we already started to talk about, I think February, the first couple weeks could be bearish, while everybody was talking about, but statistically, February is bullish, Kimba. I don't give a shit. All right. And then we got the nuke. We're waiting. And then we have basic concepts like gap fill and go, CME gap, 3 drives, open interest, and basic concepts like S&P confluence. I mean, look at the way that it, look at Friday S&P, Boo Gamma. Alrighty, so I mean, you can't be surprised that this is what it did on Friday during the day. This is Friday S&P and this is Friday Bitcoin. So S&P confluence, right? Levels, and having a plan A, B, and C. So if you weren't willing to long 85, that already tells me you weren't as bullish as I was. Because you're probably still thinking to yourself, I want to get the full gap fill. And this is the second time, or maybe even the third time that I'm saying this during this stream. But a lot of times, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't believe in things yourself, if your subconscious isn't as bullish as I am, then the only way that you can manage risk is to get the best lowest entry. So if you're wrong, your loss is minimal. A lot of you guys wanted gap fill or like the best entry possible because that's the only way you know how to long. You don't know how to chase it. You're not prepared. You're not subconsciously bullish as I am. So you're going to just sit there and wait for the full gap fill because having the lowest entry that you can have is the only way you know how to manage risk. And I'm looking at the data. I'm looking at sentiment analysis. I mean, it looks like that's pretty factual to me. All right. Since you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to chase, you don't know how to actually trade, you don't know how to have a plan B, you don't know when to take a long, where proper invalidation is. So you don't know how to long 82, 83, 84, or 85. You just sit there and you're thinking, gap fill on Monday open? You know? And that's exactly what the fuck has happened in the past. I mean, I've been streaming every day for 3 years, chat. You think this is the first, big ass gap we've had on Sunday? You think this is the first time? Is this the first, for those of you that have been trading for 7-8 years, or maybe the last 4 or 5 years while we've had CME, is this the first time that it's not done a full gap fill? Is that what it is? Or is this like the 18th time? So this is where you kind of figure, like I said, when bullets start flying, your real you shows up. So if you're going to just sit there and watch a $10,000 candle happen right in front of your eyes, talking about, I thought RTH gap fill, you got to be honest, you have no fucking idea what you're doing. You were never as bullish as I was. Sounds good? So that's your recap, ladies and gentlemen. Months of preparation. It comes down to that last 30 minutes. Alrighty. And that's why, it's not about predicting the future. And that's why we always, sometimes you guys are like, are we longing this level? Are we shorting that level? No. We're longing and shorting in data. All right. Hey, Kimba, are you expecting this? Is this what you want? It doesn't matter what I want. It doesn't matter what I'm expecting. You still need to have a plan A, B, and C. All right.
You just said.
So, like I said, just like in life, the people that are doing okay are going to be quiet, right? The people that are that are fucked up or not doing so well, they're always going to be the loudest and they're always going to be the ones that complain, right? So most of you guys are already in longs and juicing. That's awesome. Okay. I'm not really worried about you too much. All right. But for those of you that missed the long or closed it too early or whatever it might be, try to be objective. Don't get emotionally compromised. Nobody cares anyways, other than your competition, because they're already running circles around you. To figure out what you can do, what you can learn and improve, and understand that this will not be the first time that you get left behind. This will not be the first time that what you were planning didn't happen. And you just got to be prepared. Sounds good? So that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Kachoya! Do you bereave? Let's go. All right, any questions? Any questions? Bro, it's me. Good shit, good shit. Let's get it. Bullets for blunts is 80K was the easiest long in the last year. In my opinion, I think so too. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I think so too. I would just think that anybody that was waiting for like an RTH gap fill just doesn't have enough experience, or they don't really know how to tell what is bullish and bearish, you know? But yeah, for me and for most of the OGs and OG veterans, yeah, I mean, anything below 85 is fair game, in my opinion. All right. Dr. Manhattan says, but you would prefer the low on a Monday or Thursday or not, my friend? I don't know what you mean, Dr. Manhattan. Yeah, so first things first, there is no such thing as what I prefer is going to happen. But I also think that you're not understanding certain things, Dr. Manhattan. You want the week low or the week high to come in on Monday. So if this pulls back and that's the low for the week, it did happen on Monday. I think you're confusing. I want the week low, right? The low for the week or the high for the week to be put in on Monday or Tuesday. I'm not talking about the structural low to happen on a Monday, right? That's why I always say I'm talking about WEEK, not WEAK, right? So if this does this and it does this, the week low was set on Monday. Make sense? So I think you're getting confused with the low for everything, right? Yeah, no. So that's why you gotta really pay attention, right? And that's kind of like your subconscious bias, maybe kind of taking something that I'm saying and changing it up in your mind to fit your narrative, right? But we want the week low or the week high put in on Monday or Tuesday. So that means that the low for the week or the high for the week is put in on a Monday. Not like the whole pattern price action low. Make sense? It's the low or the high for that week. So, yeah, and really, Dr. Mahan, try to think about, is there anything else like that you're misinterpreting, or your mind is kind of, perverting it to your own favor? Make sense, brother? Fran is asking, did you long Soul Kimba? Chat, tell Fran what my entry is. Fran, make sure that you get caught up on Friday. I told you guys how big my position size was, Fran. And we did this live, Fran. I said, oh my God, I was $2 away from getting stopped out. Yeah, so Fran, while you're asking me, okay, if I have a Soul long, most people are telling me how much I'm up. How much am I up, Fran? You should be able to tell me. Friday live, I told you that I was, oh my God, I'm $2 away from getting stopped out. I told you how big my position size was. I'm literally telling you entry, position size, stop loss, if I do get stopped out or not. You see, if you don't know these things, it's because you're not watching, my guy. There's people that are like, why doesn't he show position? Brother, I'm telling you live where my entry is, what my stop loss is, if I get stopped out, what my position is. Yeah, I'm holding your hand through everything, man. All right. So you know how you should be able to tell me how much I'm up on Sol, brother. Okay? You should be able to tell me how much I'm up on ETH, brother. You know that do you know that I've been waiting for the SFP of ETH for a while now? Did you get my okay, just making sure, my guy. And why am I longing these altcoins, Fran? I'm front running FOMC in March, right? You Gucci? Yeah, so let me know, man. Let me know. I mean, do you think I'm surprised? You know that these levels have been here for months, right? I mean, do you think I'm surprised that it's pixel fucking at a random number like $95,012.50? Do you think I'm tripping that the next 30-minute candle close pixel fuck the next significant level at $94,357.40? Do you think I'm tripping or surprised that the 30-minute candle closes are happening at $92,785? Crazy, huh? I mean, for me, it's pixel perfect and it's easy, my guy. Look at this shit. I've had these levels for months, guys. All right. And you guys know this. I mean, some of you guys have these exact same levels because I keep telling you guys to duplicate it and copy it into your own. All righty. Any other questions? Secret 17. Hey, Kimba, did you expect Trump to release good news in a few days? No. No, but that's why I'm streaming right now, because I'm so thankful. Yeah. Fibception says, Kimba, did you fill up on spot? So Fibception, what I want you to do is I want you to go watch October's altcoin nerd out, because I told you guys what I was doing already. So the answer is yes, but I'm literally doing exactly what I said I would do. Like, it blows my mind when people are like, wait, did you long or did you short? Brother, I told you what I would do 6 months ago, 4 months ago. Yeah, 1 month ago, 2 months ago. So Fibception, you've been skipping on some highlights, huh? Come on. Come on. Porter Bjorn says ETH, is ETH 2000 sweep still possible? What? Why 2000, Porter? Are you sure you know what you're doing? Like, why 2000? Yeah, I don't know. For me, if this swing fail level doesn't work, then it's 1600 next. I've been talking about this for a really, really, really long time. Yeah. So Porter, I said this is the 4th time that I'm saying this on this stream alone, okay? But I don't long or short random levels. I long or short data. So structural edge, open interest edge, divergence edge, Porter. I feel like you've been here long enough. You should know that by now. Alrighty. But why? You know, you got to be able to articulate why. I mean, for me, it's either that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you looking at the ETH CME? Like, why 2000? It seems like a random spot. It could have gone to 2,000, but what you want is the swing fail of the sweep level, right? Porter? 200-ish? Well, I got 2,080. I mean, it went to $2,078.81. Are you literally crying about a $70 difference on an asset that is worth $2,000? It went to 2,078 or 2,075, right? You're really gonna nickel and dime over $75 on an asset that is $2,000, my boy? Porter says we were talking about cleaning up the 2,000 before. Yeah, 2,111. This level has been here for months, my guy. Porter says I'm crying a little bit because I miss everything. That blows my mind. Yeah, so Porter, can you at least tell me that you had the SFP level that I've had for the last couple months? So there's a couple of ways, Porter, that I can fix your shit right away. One is, you probably didn't, did you have this level? I've had this level. How long have I had this level, chat? Whether it's the CME, I mean, we put the CME one when it happened. So I've had this CME marked out since September of last year. So what's up with that? Like, I spent so much time breaking down for you the difference between derivatives, right? Because this is the low for derivatives, right? For CME, it was this one. Do you remember when I nerded out on this for about 3-4 hours because everybody was asking? So, okay, and then Porter says, yeah, man, I had that. That's the sad part. Yeah, so what happened? You didn't believe in the swing fail? So, do you know how I played this? This is the 30-minute. Doesn't this look like something? What does this look like, brother? This candle even came back to do the bullish retest. So let's do this, Porter. We identified the level, right? So what do we always say? Step one, identify the level, right? And then after we identify the level, what do I like? Don't I like structural edge, my guy? Don't I always say I like structural edge? And if it doesn't swing fail, okay, then what's the next structural edge that I like? After a failed auction, what's the next testable level? So you had an opportunity to take this long right here, stop losses right there. You had a long opportunity here, and you had a long opportunity here. Now, if you got stopped out right here, I can work with that. I could see how if you got stopped out right here, that could be your gut. Missing the long, though, is unacceptable. So, yeah, like what happened? But that's okay, Porter. All right. So this is one of those moments where we really truly find out if you know what you're doing or not, right? And to be honest with you, Porter, you probably weren't as aggressive or as confident about taking the long because your subconscious truly wasn't bullish. You know, you got to be honest about that. Right? Like if you wanted to wait until RTH, if you wanted to wait until Monday, that's okay. But you were not as bullish as me, point blank. All right? But think about all the different things that we talk about. All right? And you're always going to pussyfoot and be scared when the bullets start flying if you don't know what you're doing. I don't know, like, if you're like a big military guy, all right? I don't know, have you guys seen the movie called Saving Private Ryan? Have you seen the movie called Saving Private Ryan? Towards the end of a movie, okay, there's a scene where there's this guy that's a coward. There's a guy that's a coward, okay? And he's crying and freaking out while his friend is getting killed upstairs. Okay? So in real life, it's the same way, chat. Like, you have a flight or fight response. Okay? When bullets start flying, when cortisol levels peak, your mind triggers an animalistic instinct. Okay? You either stay in fight or you flight. You run away. Okay? So when things like this happen, this is where you figure out if you're going to be a coward and run away, and try to create some copium narrative that it's better for me to wait until Monday because you don't know what you're doing. You want RTH to help you. You want me to be back on stream. You feel me? And you got to be honest about that part. Fixing that is going to be the juiciest aspect. I always tell you guys, I don't give a shit what you guys are doing. I'm going to do me. Right? So watch the movie if you have time, but towards the end of the movie, there's this scene where there's a guy that is just freaking out and he's just frozen. He's frozen in fear. All right? He's frozen in fear, just straight up coward while his friend is dying, is getting killed upstairs. And this is just one of those things where you got to be honest. All right. Half Yeet says Kimba roast hit hard. Well, if you think it's a roast, then you're lying to yourself, Half Yeet. You got to be more honest, Half Yeet. Yeah, because if you're feeling some type of way, if you feel like this is a roast, you might not be objective and self-honest enough to absorb it as much as somebody else. Yeah. So I'm telling you guys, when the bullets start flying, the real you shows up. There's nothing that I can do to prevent that. That's you. All right? You're always going to pussyfoot if you don't know what you're doing. If you actually know what you're doing, you always will be confident and take it. All right? But this is why I always stress this to you guys, chat. When the bullets start flying, the real you shows up. All right? And if you don't like hearing that, it's because you don't like who you turn into when the truth is the truth. All right? But use this as an opportunity to get better, chat. You know, there's millions of trades coming up. And I guarantee you in the next 3-4 months, you won't even remember this trade. There were this exact same thing happened like in the summer when we had a $5,000 CME gap. Some of you guys remember it. Some of you guys don't. Some of you guys weren't even trading back then. All right. But this is some people got long, some people got left behind. You know, and the people that got left behind had all these fucking narratives and questions. You know? And guess what? In 6 to 8 months, there's going to be a $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 gap. How many of you guys remember in December when I was talking about, guys, we're going to start seeing $10,000 candles. You guys remember that talk in December? You guys remember that when we said we're going to have $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 candles, chat? You guys remember that? in 6 to 8 months, all right, in a year from now, there's going to be a $15,000, $20,000 CME gap, and there's going to be lion cubs that miss it. There's going to be and there's going to be lion cubs that are going to be saying the same shit that the OGs then, but lion cubs now are saying right now. Like, do you guys believe me when I say that there will be a $10,000 CME gap in the future? There will be a $15,000 CME gap in the future. There will be a $20,000 CME gap in the future. Do you guys believe me or not? And if you do believe me, do you think it's beneficial for you to be coping and projecting and blaming and getting emotionally compromised right now? Or should you just do your very best and try to extract as much value and figure out what you want to do differently next time and then be ready for the next time? So I always tell you guys, man, losing a little bit of money, don't even trip, okay? I got you. You lose a position or trade, don't worry about it. I got you. But if you lose yourself, I cannot help you. There's nothing I can do. All right? So, like I said, man, there's probably people freaking out on different Twitch streams, on different Discord communities, in different Telegrams, whatever. Don't be that guy. All righty? Relax. Everybody take a deep breath. Hit that Latuche. All right, and let's get after it. I hope you guys are excited, regardless of if you're in longs or like you missed it. Okay, because even if you missed the long, brothers, you have so much. You can fix this. You can fix that. All right, and let's do this. Obviously, I'm on a travel stream, and I'm gonna be laptop streaming tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday will also probably be a laptop stream. But on Thursday, if you want to, we can go over, like, for example, you could tell me, hey, man, I was thinking about this. I didn't get this. What did I do wrong? And I can break it down for you. Who was the guy? Porter, you have any other questions for me? Porter says, you're totally right. I've been waiting for ETH long for at least 2 months, and I was about to go crazy because I missed it. I expect a bigger wick, I guess. Thank you. I feel better. Yeah, don't even worry. Okay, so Porter, is there a chance that this has a really big pullback? Yes. Porter, is there a chance that the 21 doesn't hold and it goes to 16? Yes. Are you prepared? Are you allocating every energy, attention, brain power that you have to being prepared? Or are you sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, or you're pissed, or you're playing a self-pity game? Is every aspect of your brain preparing for the upside and downside? Do you have every level? If I asked you, I want you to tell me all the single prints to the upside. Can you do that? You have them marked out. You have fibs. You have anchored VWAP. Because if you don't even have those things and you're playing this self-pity party, then you're already fucked for the next one, my guy. Right? So I expect a lot from you guys, right? What do I always say? I don't need you guys to be the best. Just give me your best. I don't need you guys to all be in longs, okay? But if you miss the long, don't be fucking compromised emotionally, okay? Don't be trying to make a narrative. Don't be trying to cope and hopiuming about, oh, we're going to get the Monday RTH fill. All your energy, attention, and brain power should be allocated to being prepared for RTH gap tomorrow. You feel me? I don't need you guys to be the best, but give me your best. If you're sitting there crying and fucking talking about, you just said, you're fucked already. Right? So let's go, man. This will not be the first and last time that people get left behind. You feel me? So let's go. Let's go. Anything else? You Gucci? Arkan, you good? Swabizi, you good? Crypto Jammy, you good? Professor Blue, you good? Rubberneck, you good? Any other questions? Dr. Manhattan, you good? Let me go back on Biddy. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense, man. But I mean, these are pixel perfect for a reason, chat. All right. And then, like, I mean, what does this look like? God damn, that looks like a trident to me, motherfuckers. It's already exceeded TP levels, chat. All right. You could even make the argument that this was, right? There's your structure change. That's why, like, a lot of you guys were asking about 85,000 long, and yeah, that's not bad at all. I mean, it's probably golden pocket. All right, and then that target, and these are all, you know, things that we've talked about, chat. Look at that. I mean, come on, y'all. So, like I said, most of you guys are in longs. Some of you guys even took the 85 long. You know, I'm only really worried about the Lion Cubs that missed it. All right. But make sure that you're in the Discord too, because Coiner was posting a lot of valuable statistics, right? Over 500, 600 lions were already in longs from here. So congratulations to everybody that got that long. Congratulations to everybody that's been planning and preparing with me. Yeah. What you think? Okay, baby. All right, y'all. I am out of here. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Sounds good. Give me like 10 minutes because I got to do my outro. Let me see. Where is... Rubberneck, I love you too, big dog. Rubberneck says that was an easy trade. Yes. Lions. I love you guys, man. Let's get after it. I'll be on early tomorrow so we can do some RTH. All right. But this is what I would say. Just like how I broke down all of those things. Okay. What I would challenge you to do is make sure you have all the levels to the downside and upside. All right. And I said this on Thursday as well. All right. In anticipation for Friday. And I'll say this again. I want everybody to have a plan for tomorrow RTH. All right. Have levels to the downside, have levels to the upside. All right. Be prepared. Okay. Think about if it nukes, how low could it go? And what would make you want to long? If it pumps, what would you be looking for and what would make you short? Okay. What data are you going to anticipate? Alrighty. And last but not least, Porter says, I sent you a Discord message a few months ago. Did you see it? I don't look at Discord messages. Yeah, I've been saying this for the last 2 years, Porter, but all the Discord messages, they're filtered by the mods and admins. And if it's like a business related message, I'll usually get it. But for the most part, like every day I have 20 to 30 DMs talking to me about, hey, what about this long? Hey, what about this? Hey, what about... So I don't even read the DMs on Discord. Yeah. No, it's okay. I mean, I'm the one that's sorry. You don't have to be sorry. But yeah, if you want to ask me something, if you want to communicate to me, the best way to is just ask during the stream. Yeah, but every day I get like 10 to 20 DMs about, what about this long? What about this short? Can you give me feedback on my TA? It's impossible to communicate on DMs. Like, I get so much random weird shit. Yeah, so if you want to ask me something, you got to do it on stream. Yeah, brother, like literally, if I'm not streaming, I'm not looking at the charts. I don't know if you've seen like my work setup, but I always have like a trading and streaming section in my office. And then I have like my, career emails, actual job computer station. So during the weekends, I don't even look at the charts. All right, you guys Gucci. Y'all ready to go? Y'all excited? EXO, thank you. Axel says, I will try to ask my question tomorrow. Yes, exclamation, ask a question. And always ask yourself, Axel, am I really the first person to uniquely think of this question? Or do you think somebody else may have already asked? Right? Because most of the time, if you're thinking of a question, right now, somebody asked it a week ago. Right? It's not so much that I'm smart enough to cover everything and go over everything. It's that you guys are smart enough to ask me shit. You know what I mean? So Nexus says, not gonna lie, it's rare to get personal guidance like this. Hey, this ain't your typical crypto stream, baby. This ain't your typical crypto community, baby. Kachoya! It's Kachoy! It's Kachoy! Let's go. Jesse Paping says, Kimba, why you didn't start week challenge today? Rewind and get caught up on the highlights from 3-4 weeks ago, Jesse. Because just like I said, Jesse, you know how many times people have been asking me, when are you going to start? When are you going to start? And I think every day we've been answering it. Yeah. Does anybody want to help answer? Jesse says, in March, close, but that's why you want to understand why I'm saying and not just memorize it. So why did I say that I'm going to start the challenge in March? Do you remember? Do you know what my travel schedule is? Do you know what I'm doing? I even gave you the exact dates of when I get my fiber installed. All right. So yeah, make sure you get caught up, Jesse. I just bought some new land and a new crib. I'm moving. Did you notice when my gaming PC went away and people were asking me where my computer screens went last week? Do you remember when I said I gave away my 98-inch TV, and then Husty also stopped by and I gave him some of my monitors? Yeah, do you remember when I said I get my fiber installed on blank? And even today I said maybe on Thursday I will be on my regular PC. Yeah, so Jesse, that kind of tells me that you're about 3 weeks behind, okay? If you have time to, Jesse, I want you to watch every single highlight for the last 3 weeks. All right? Chances are, if you start asking me stuff that's already been covered, the AI is going to start muting you. Do you remember when we talked about that? So the system is going to start to differentiate between people that watched the highlights and that didn't. And I'm already not seeing all of the chats, right? I have the Twitch AI version, right? So I only see what the AI suggests that I see on the Twitch chat. So there's a chance that you might say something, I might not say it if it deems it not worthy. All right, Jesse says, no, I'm here every day. Well, you've got a big problem then, all right? Because today, for example, I told you guys how long I'm going to be traveling and when I'm going to be back on my main computer. And then on Friday, I was talking about, actually the whole last week, I was talking about I'm moving. And then the week before that, I told you guys about how I got the new crib. Yeah, and then the week before that, I was telling you when my fiber was going to get installed. Yeah, and then around that time, I gave you the specific time of when we were going to start the 100K to 1 mil challenge. All right. So if you actually hear every day, that's fucked up because people were already asking me about why I was moving. People noticed that my screens were going away. I told you guys when I was going to be moving, how long I was going to be traveling. So yeah, you got to get caught up, Jesse. I would say that you're missing at least 60% of important stuff. Nate says, pretty sure you drew out one of the charts, how you're going to be laying it. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee he doesn't even know about that. Yeah. So make sure you get caught up, all right, Jesse? Yeah, just make sure, just rewatch all of the highlights from 3 weeks ago. Just get caught up. That way, like, it'll also prevent you from asking TA stuff that I may have already covered. Sounds good, Jesse? And go to PSG and Discord and talk with the other Lions that have been there. Yeah, like Jesse, for example, like, do you remember how I was gonna set up my own property? How I drew it? And like where I said I would put the sniper tower and how I would have the connected underwater tunnels. And because if you can't even remember that part, you've got a lot of TA to get caught up on, okay? All right, Jesse. Did you at least get the long? Did you at least get the Sol long and ETH long and Bitcoin long? Yep. So make sure you good. Yeah, it always bums me out when people, like, I've been talking about 105.85 since December. And then in January, we said, well, 82.85, everybody is going to try to long that bitch. So let's aim for a little bit lower. Right? And then now people are telling me that they didn't get their, like, some people didn't get a ETH long because they were waiting for $70 more. That completely breaks my heart. There's some people that are telling me that they didn't get a Bitcoin long because they were waiting for the CME gap, which was $900, $800 lower, $1,000 lower, $900 lower. What's 78.7 minus, yeah, like $700. There are some people that are telling me that they missed the Bitcoin long because they were waiting for the price to go $700 lower. What the fuck, man? There's some people that are telling me that they missed the ETH long because they wanted 2,000 instead of 2,075. What the fuck, man? I'm like, dude, like, for me, I feel like, brothers, I spent every day and all these months trying to prepare you guys, and you're telling me that you fucking pussyfooted for $700 on Bitcoin and $75 on ETH. What the fuck? God damn it, guys. You know? And you know, a lot of times I'm like, fuck, how could I have done better to help these guys? Juice. You know? So I feel bad. Like, what else could I have done? You know? It's like, fuck. How'd you guys fuck this up? Not fuck it up, but like, could I have done anything better to make it easier? I mean, I even drew shit like this, you know? And like, people were still doubting, you know? I've been talking about ETH is going to sweep this. ETH is going to sweep this. ETH is going to sweep this for so long, you know? But somehow, some way, like, people still wanted it to go $75 lower. Somebody, you know, people still wanted it to go $700 lower. Like, god damn. You know, but that's okay. You know what I mean? It's mostly lion cubs. So like, you know, Coin Nerd was saying we have like 600 people in longs. So, you know, but damn, man. Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. But, you know, like I say, I'm never going to be able to convince people's subconscious bias. You feel me? So if you're more, you know, bearish than I am, or if you're not as bullish as I am, then you're always going to pussyfoot. And like I said, for some people, especially noobs, right? Like lion cubs that don't really know what they're doing, their only form of risk management is to try and get the best entry on a long or the best entry on a short so that you can minimize your loss if it doesn't work out. That's not how trading works. Okay? Like, since you don't know what you're doing, since you don't know about, gap dip the tip or, 3 drives or how to play RTH gap, or you don't have enough sample size, or you haven't been wanting to long Bitcoin, when it nukes, then your only recourse is to just listen to what I said and say, okay, I'm going to try to long this, So if that's you, that's okay. That's okay. But you have to, hopefully you can be self-honest and self-aware and understand that you're going to have to do better if you want the juice next time. And you have to learn, and you got to know what you're doing. And if you can embrace that, and if you can enjoy that and not get butthurt or emotionally compromised, then you're a lion, But if stuff like that makes you project or blame other people, then you've been doing that all your life, most likely. And that's just how you deal with, failure or something not working out the way you want in your life. And I can't help you with that. That's kind of bad parenting, or you got to figure that part out on your own. All right. But as long as you don't get emotionally compromised, you don't lose yourself, and you're ready to move on for the next trade, then I got you, baby. We're going to be doing 150, if not $250,000 giveaway. When I juice, y'all juice. All right. Hasta la vista says, baby girl waiting. Ain't she nice? All right, let's wrap it up. I'm starving too.
Yeah.
Let's go. Kachoy on him.
Kachoy all day.
Let's go.
Kachoy all
Lions. Hoot you shin.
Kachoy is the way.
Kachoy. Let's go.
Kachoy is the vibe.
Kachoy.
Sato long, that's kachoy.
Sato long. Kachoy.
Sato short, that's kachoy.
Sato short. Kachoy.
Dippo to his back, kachoy. That's kachoy.
Sing it, chat.
That's kachoy.
We juicing.
Kachoy. Kachoy on them hoes.
Kachoy on them hoes.
Kachoy long.
Pixel perfect.
Short.
Pixel perfect. Lions, how many of y'all are going to be here for the 15-second Alpha TA tomorrow morning?
Kachoy. Baby kachoy.
How many of you guys are like, oh, hell no, I'm going to be here for RTH, no doubt.
Kachoy.
How many of you guys are going to be here for that 15-second Alpha TA? You're never going to be late. You're going to be prepared. You're going to be caught up on the highlights. You're not going to ask some stupid-ass question that somebody already asked 3 days ago. How will you react? How do you respond to all this?
I'm kachoy with me, baby.
Let's go!
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
You know what the real lion, the real juicy thing to do is?
I'm kachoy. It's kachoy.
The real lion thing to do?
Kachoy.
You don't care if you're juicing on the long. You don't care if you miss the long. Tomorrow is just another day.
Kachoy on them hoes.
I mean, I'm up close to 3.2 milli testnet.
Kachoy short.
Why do you think I'm gonna give away 150, 250,000? It's gotta be testnet.
Kachoy.
I'm still gonna show up tomorrow, 4:30 in the morning, my time. Do that TA. You dig?
Bottom short, kachoy. Top long, kachoy. Kachoy. Let's kachoy. Kachoy.
Let's go.
Kachoy on them hoes. All we know is kachoy. Kachoy.
And if you didn't get into a long,
Kachoy.
and I'm up a couple milli,
All we know is
and I'm out
kachoy.
working you, you're fucked.
Market makers. Yeah.
Kachoy!
Yeah. Yeah.
If I show up earlier than you, and I'm the one up 3 mil, and you miss the long, you're fucked.
Kachoy long.
Kachoy!
Kachoy short.
Juice!
Market long.
Math!
Market short.
Short!
Kachoy.
Kachoy.
Market maker, market smash. That's kachoy.
Kachoy, let's go!
Sato, that's a kachoy. Bottom short, kachoy.
Kachoy.
Top long, kachoy.
Kachoy.
That's kachoy. Kachoy on them hoes.
All right, y'all.
On them hoes.
I had an amazing time.
All day, all
I wasn't even gonna stream for 2 hours, but shout out baby girl for letting me hang out with you guys.
pocket. Kachoy when I spend, kachoy when I win.
Make sure you guys get caught up.
Kachoy
And I cannot wait to regroup with you guys tomorrow, chat.
when I win.
Y'all ready? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You juicy. All right, y'all. I hope you guys had an amazing time. All right. And I'll be here bright and early tomorrow for RTH play. So let's get after it, chat. All right. Hey, you guys are the fucking best. I love y'all. I love y'all. This is what it's all about, chat. This is what it's all about. Let's juice the fuck up. Chat, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow.
We hope
Let's
you
go.
had a great day.
Shout out
With
Kimber.
Kimber Gang, we've paved
Let's
the
get
way.
it. Kimber was popping.
Prepared and steady, we rise above. With math and reason and a little
Pixel perfect, chat.
we called the moves, we stayed aligned.
Months ago.
With every step, the stars combine.
It's too easy, chat.
No guessing games, no reckless turns.
You guys are the best.
We live and learn, the fire burns.
Let's go, Lions.
We're the ones who see the sign.
It doesn't matter if you're longing or shorting.
Kimber Gang, we're feeling fine.
Are you prepared?
A brighter day.
Can you stay focused? You're not emotionally compromised.
And hope,
Man up.
it's all divine.
This is for real men only.
Positivity in every call.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might not even be about trading, chat.
Prepared to rise, we'll never fall.
Sometimes
The
volatility
numbers
can bring
guide the charts on
our best or worst. Sometimes
Kimber Gang, the truth
the
is
juiciest thing is to be able to learn about ourselves.
in every call.
Lions,
Prepared to rise, we'll never fall.
I don't want any bitch ass nest this week.
The numbers
All right?
guide the charts.
Exclamation, no bitch assness.
Kimber Gang,
Exclamation prepared.
is told.
Exclamation math.
It's all about the plan we made.
Plans.
Every step a foundation laid.
Let's go, Lions. Exclamation giveaway.
Through highs and lows, we always stay.
You guys are the best, chat.
Prepared and steady, we're never swayed. We're the ones who see the signs.
Let's go. When the bullets start flying, the real you shows up. Are you really a lion, chat?
A brighter day, a better
Are you just a hippo disguised as a lion?
with math and hope. It's all
The last 72 hours is your answer.
so as the day comes to a close.
I love you guys, Lions. You gotta believe in yourself.
Keep moving forward, we've just begun.
Let's go, chat.
A great day beyond
Everybody juicing. Some juicing on math.
to come.
Some people juicing on themselves. Lions, I'm excited for tomorrow, man. Let's get after it. The juice is the juice and the math is the math. Exclamation giveaway. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Akachoya. Hey, he reaving. He reaving.